Hello, and welcome to this video on how to change your tips. We recommend changing your tips every 3 months because the plastic may get old. And the other reason why you might want to change tips is because you want to experiment with the 2 tips types which are already delivered in your LifeEar hearing aid package. So the first thing you need to know is that there's a difference between the left comfort tip and the right comfort tip. And if you have really good eyesight, you can see the letter R placed on the side of the right tip, and you can also see the letter L placed on the side of the left tip. If you have trouble reading, there's another way, and it's probably easiest to show if I grab the camera. So I place the 2 tips on a flat surface, and then I can see that these tips have a different curve depending on how I place them. So I place the tip with the pointy part facing up, and then I make sure that the right tip is pointing a little bit outwards to the right and the left tip is pointing a little bit outwards to the left. So now we know which one is left and which one is right. We need to know the same for the hearing aids. So again, I make sure this button is facing towards me, and I can see the tube has to point inwards. So this one is my right hearing aid. So let's place the right comfort tip on the right hearing aid. I grab the tube in between my fingers as such, and then I can move the tube into the tip, and I can press it in as such, and then it's attached. It's possible that you press it in too far and then the tube part starts sticking out, which you do not want. You want to make sure that the tube and the tip, that they're flushed, that they're nicely aligned, and then it's good to go. The other way around, if you want to remove the tip, you can again grab it and then you just pull the tip off. We have 2 types of tips delivered in your package. One, which is already attached to the thin tube, we call the open tip because it has this open area at the bottom. The other one we call the closed tip, which is attached to the high volume kit, which has a very small opening, but it's almost closed. The open tip, that works best if you want to have natural sound, because then the air can flow in and out. But if you're using your LifeEar at a very high volume, then you will want to use the closed tip, because that will avoid the squeaking or the feedback. And if you have any questions on which tips to use, or if your tips are not completely comfortable, I would recommend first experimenting with these tips yourselves. And otherwise, we also have our customer support always ready and available. And you can reach the customer support easily from the app by going to support, and then you have your call customer support, or you can also email them. So thank you very much for watching this LifeEar Hear Coach video.